Welcome to this brief overview of HMS Software. My name is Chris Vandersloot and I'm the president of HMS Software. Many people ask us what the HMS stands for, and you can see it in our full legal name, Heuristic Management Systems. It's an incorporated company based in Canada. HMS has been around since the early 1980s. We got our start in 1984. Our very first project doing a project for Philips Information Systems in Montreal, Canada, where we're headquartered. And over the next 10 years, HMS became known as an organization that specialized in deploying enterprise project management systems. And we worked on some of the largest projects in the country, including nuclear power development in Ontario, defense and aerospace projects, offshore oil projects, pipeline projects, and projects for middle to large size organizations. In 1994, we transformed the company into a software publisher with the first release of TimeControl version 1 and then version 2, which was a Windows version. And a year later, with our Windows version, created a link to Microsoft Project. In fact, we became one of the first companies to have a link to Microsoft Project that has endured over time. TimeControl has evolved. A client-server version that worked with Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server was created in 1997. That was version 3 of TimeControl. And at that time, we made a partnership with Primavera to link directly to the Primavera project systems. Another link that has endured over time. TimeControl moved on to the web in 1999, one of the first web-based timesheet products. And the first version of that was done in Java. There's a picture of that right there. That was in version 4.0 of TimeControl. And TimeControl has evolved to what it is today. Version 6 is a full web-based, multi-browser, multilingual system that is designed to tie to corporate systems or to stand alone. TimeControl 6 links to payroll, to human resources, to the ERP finance systems, and to project management. Or it can stand alone to be used for anything from DCAA compliance to research and development tax credits, used for time and attendance, for time and billing, for project costing, and more. TimeControl is used all over the world and by hundreds of companies and hundreds of thousands of users. HMS has had a number of strategic alliance partnerships over the years that have made a big difference for us. In 1985, we created one of our first and most important at the time partnerships with Welcome Software. We became a distributor for Welcome Software's OpenPlan and Cobra in Canada, and we tied TimeControl to that product when TimeControl was first created in 1994. Welcome is now part of Deltek. And our Deltek partnership is in force and has endured since Deltek took over that organization. Our partnership with Primavera in 1997 has evolved into a more strategic partnership with Oracle, who purchased Primavera in the last few years. And TimeControl has a link to Oracle Primavera as well as to Oracle Project and Oracle Financials. HMS is a Microsoft Gold certified partner. We're also an Oracle Gold partner and maintain partnerships with a variety of different kinds of companies, including large strategic partners like the ones pictured here, and other consulting service partners and partners in other parts of the industry. HMS has a number of solution offerings, including training, of course, training for our TimeControl timesheet product for administrators and for technical personnel. As well as the services that we started with, training in project management, whether that's for project management process and methodology, for earned value, for portfolio management, or even executive training for those interested in project and portfolio management. Our consulting services start off with the TimeControl Quick Start implementation, but also we do custom development for those organizations who need development of either TimeControl linked to something or other systems in the enterprise project management or enterprise timesheet space that are part of that environment. It's where we specialize. We do consulting also on the deployment of enterprise project management processes and portfolio management processes, and we work on integration, linking corporate services together. TimeControl is the mainstay of HMS Software's business, and if we talk about TimeControl, then we have to start talking about what is a timesheet. When we look at timesheets in the market today, we see several different types. By far the most common would be time and attendance. We typically find these systems in the HR or payroll systems. Time and billing would be the next most common. Time and billing systems are characterized by knowing what client we want to put the hours against, what kind of rate we need to charge. Systems with complex rates and being able to handle multiple kinds of rates at one time would be found in a time and billing system. And the links from the timesheet would typically go to finance. When we talk about project management, we think about status timesheets. We start off with a plan for a task, and we want to be able to put hours against that task to see how we are progressing against it. And we link perhaps to the project management systems like Microsoft Project or Primavera or OpenPlan. And these days there are many government requirements for timekeeping, including things like the Defense Contract Audit Agency, Sarbanes-Oxley, the European Work Rules compliance, research and development tax credits, and so on. So for good governance, we find a timesheet needs to be linked to activity-based costing systems and to reporting for activity-based costing based on those kinds of systems. What we felt with TimeControl was that there was a place to be able to have all of those requirements fit inside of one system, and TimeControl was originally designed for that. In fact, TimeControl's birth back in the early 1980s with our very first projects, and when we were doing timesheets on a custom basis, this was the basic design. Have a single simple interface that would link to multiple systems and be used for multiple requirements at the same time. TimeControl is sold out of our Canadian offices, but also by representatives and full-service dealers virtually all over the world. HMS is sold on every continent in the planet, and we have hundreds of clients, hundreds of thousands of users from the now over 15 years that TimeControl has been on the market. You may recognize your own organization or organizations that are using TimeControl. It is used across a wide variety of industries and in a wide variety of contexts. And you'll find us in all kinds of industries in different parts of the planet, whether that's in the public sector, the private sector, working in high technology or in manufacturing, in construction. TimeControl is such a flexible product that it has been put to use in many different contexts. The most common benefit for TimeControl is being able to use a single simple timesheet interface and yet fulfill multiple timesheet requirements in the back end. And this is why some of these organizations have chosen TimeControl over other options. We'd love to talk to you more about what HMS Software can do and how we might be able to be of benefit to you. If you're interested in HMS Software as an organization, please go to our corporate website at hmssoftware.ca. If you're interested in TimeControl, then you'll find a wide variety of information on the timecontrol.com site. If you're more interested in our services, then please go to the hms.ca site or contact us by email at info@hmssoftware.ca, and one of our representatives will be happy to get back to you and answer any questions that you may have. Thanks very much for taking your time today. We look forward to taking care of you at HMS.